see here, everything is freaking huge. All right, what is up, my friends? Look at the Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. Not just another Monday video, though. We got All Is One for Phyrexia. A new set is released. It is out just about. This is actually going to be being recorded on the early access stream. Big thanks, Wizards of the Coast, for that, as always. And a set releases on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. But content creators get 1 day to play with it, and we get 24 hours to jam as many games as possible. And we got a cool update here to a deck that I've played a decent amount, actually, in Standard, in Jodah, the Unifier Humans. And this deck got a lot of new updates, actually, over the last few sets. It was playable like 3 or 4 sets ago, and now it's got a lot of new things going on, too. So what's happening here? A legendary deck, a human deck. Most important thing that makes this deck work is the mana. This is a 5-color deck. So is the mana going to work? It's a 5-color legend. Is it a meme? Well, it's not a meme, actually. So we have 4 Plaza of Heroes. It's just a taps for any color for legendary creatures with upside. This Courtyard taps for any color for humans. So it's 8 lands that come in on tap with no pain to tap for anything, which is incredible. There are a few triomes here and there, a couple of new fast lands, and a mixture of lands, as well as some spell lands here, because it's a Ganjo. We can't really play many spells in our deck because we're playing Thalia, but a Ganjo and Odoar are insane. And we got a really solid beatdown squad. Thalia, of course, is insane in this deck. There are no non-creature spells. And then we have Dennick here for some life gain. A few new cards here. Hajar from the last set is a 3/3 for 2 that can protect your creatures. And then Melira from the new set is a 3/3 for 2 that also can protect your creatures. And both these are insane with Jodah, because Jodah is the kind of card where if it lives, you usually win. But if it dies, it really sucks. And same with partners, honestly, too, with Halana and Alena. So having ways to protect these is actually just huge. So we got those. Also have a new Gwenna here from Brothers War, which is not a human, but allows you to get 2 mana of any color, cast big things, and untap immediately, put a counter on it. So obviously great for casting Jodah super early. We got a Mishra in here for a little life drains, a human. We got Ertai, Loran, and Lagrella for some removal action, which is important as well. And that's it. Just a pretty awesome stompy deck. A lot of cool things happening. And then, of course, Jodah pumps the whole team. It's coat of arms, and then makes all your things Bloodbraid Elves, which is obviously really, really good. So that's the deck, and let's get right to the games. But first, we have a word from our sponsor, CoolStuffInc.com.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, let's rock and roll now. As a note, we are going to be playing Best of 1 today. Early access is always Best of 1, but honestly it works out pretty well because it's good to see a bunch of different games and different decks and new cards. Everyone's trying new cards, everyone's trying new things. So I think for like a showcase of a format, trying to get as many games as possible, as many different decks as possible, Best of 1's pretty cool. Normally I'm not a Best of 1 player, but hand's great. We have perfect mana here. We have Triome, multicolor land, Sanctum. We've got Thalia, we got Gwenna, Dennick. Life's good. We also have our green source for Gwenna. It's important to note that Gwenna is the only non-human of a deck, so your courtyards will not cast it unless you name Elf. But all of our tap lands tap for green. Our legend lands tap for green also, so should be good to go. What I remind you of course, that the 10 new brews happened last Friday. Ton of fun. As always, I brewed 10 new decks. That's all on my personal YouTube, and the article last Friday on CoolStuffInc.com had all 10 deck lists, my thoughts on each deck, a ton of awesome new ideas, a lot of cool things happening in most decks. One of my favorite piece of content that I do. 10 new brews, again, on my YouTube, and of course on the CoolStuffInc.com article as well. What is happening? Mulligan. Okay, so Mulligan. That's what's going on. All right, sure. In the big tanks here. And of course, you can pre-order all of your All-Be-One's cards on CoolStuffInc.com. Use promo code JIM5, 5% off your order, as always. And it's exciting. Brand new set. Let's rock and roll. All right, we're in. Spar's headquarters. Let's turn 2 Thalia, turn 3 Gwenna. Ready to rock and roll. Seachrome Coast. Cool. We're going to play our human and play Thalia. So Lagrella, of course, can kill their stuff. And also can bounce our stuff, too, which is kind of cool for a little possible blink value. Seachrome Coast here. Good to see the fast lands back in the format. Do love me some fast lands. They also play very well with the slow lands, obviously, too, amusingly enough. So you go fast land, slow land, and your mana's perfect. Got to draw them in the right order, of course, but good old Thalia. Fortunately, I'm running out of things to talk about, as my opponent is just not doing anything. Don't know they're playing control, they're playing aggro. You have no idea what's happening yet. We see a spirited companion, sure. The old doggo. Alright. Draw Jodah. Oh, hand's perfect. Hand's actually perfect. Alright, so attack with Thalia, play Gwenna. We have Jodah next turn. Gwenna untaps, then it can cast a 2-drop, which will then cascade. So we have essentially the nuts here. It would be hard for our hand to even be much better. If we draw a land, we can go Jodah into Lagrella, but I mean, either way, Jodah into Dennick is cool. We have the one drop in the deck. We have the 1 copy of Ashnod, which helps us have the 1 that he cascade for. They're gonna play the Clever Conductor, so ETB Connive, and then when it dies, they get the discarded cards. Sure, that's fun. There you go. Fast land, slow land. The perfect run on the lands. Gonna discard a doggo, make a 4/2 and say go. No problems. Now that the Thalia attacks, I'm sorry, I'm still playing Jodah anyway. So play Jodah. Put a counter on this, untap. Now we're gonna cast Dennick. And cascade into our 1/1 drop, which is why it's there. We just have this other one, just for cascade. It's obviously like, now it's not the worst thing to cast ever, but like pumps everything else up, and you can see here everything is freaking huge. So this is about as good of a draw as it gets here, honestly. Thalia, Gwenna, Jodah, untap, play 2-drop, cascade. But yeah, this deck is capable of putting some ridiculous things in play. This is our turn 4, and we have like 35 power in play. So gotta take it and say go. So it's Wrath or Bust here, I think. And I'd be surprised if they're playing to populate in their companion conductor decks. We'll see what happens. If they kill the Jodah, we have a second copy anyway, but we still have a bunch of stuff in play too, which is great. Untap. Alright, so we have Ertai here to counter whatever they do, so we're trying to attack, or attempt to attack. They're trying to go for the throw with this. We're going to Ertai it off the Gwenna, which will actually untap the Gwenna. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, it will untap it because it has 5 power. No, it won't actually. Cascade into a Loran the 3rd. Yeah, so pretty disgusting draw. Worth the wait there for sure. And again, best of 1. But yeah, I mean, Jodah is the kind of card where you just do your thing and you go nuts. They could have killed it on their turn, but I just played another copy. And I've already gotten the value too, which is pretty sick. So great game. All right. Cool. This works. Headquarters, perfect mana. Double Legends was fine, obviously. Turn 2 Thalia. We got a Razorverge Thicket, sure. What are we picking up here? Some poison stuff? No, Courtier's Brief. Okay, cool. Interesting. Another Plaza of Heroes. Plaza of Heroes is quietly one of the better cards in Standard. Obviously, not every deck needs to go this far, but like, really powerful card. Played like 2 or 3 of these in our World's Esper deck. There's a lot of good legends. You see Jewel Thief. They're ramping into something. The 4th Plaza of Heroes. Sure, why not, right? So we can go Dennick. Then we attack with Thalia. If they block, we can say Ganjo. I'm in. Ganjo's so good in this deck. When a Ganjo costs 1, it's nice. And again, it's not a spell for Thalia, which is super great. Fits right in the mana base. We're playing 3 of them. Definitely, these channel lands are really, really good. Jewel Thief is back. Another treasure. Another land. I am kind of terrified of what they're ramping into here. We draw Gwenna. We can leave Ertai up. They have a bunch of mana next turn. But the thing is that they have a bunch of mana, but a lot of it's temporary. I'm just going to say go with Ertai up here. We don't really have a good play or attack anyway, so we can just like play Gwenna, but without anything to do with it. So hopefully they just jam something and we just get to Ertai it. I think if I do nothing, I'll probably just Ertai the Jewel Thief so we can get in. It's not obviously particularly appealing, but can't do nothing, I don't think. Just try Jodah, that'd be pretty cool. Jodah. Thank God. Alright. Ertai, nope. No thank you. Counter target spell. Thank you. You can draw a random card, please. So that was triple Stone Rain. Counter your thing. Love it. Untap and draw Jodah. No. We draw a Jetmer's Garden. Just get a Gwenna here. I guess we're going to play the... we'll hold this to cycle. So, attack with our Ertai. This card is very good. Atraxa, definitely a super real card. Just like Jodah's not a meme, this card ain't a meme either. They put a lot of power into that card. I'm gonna play this. We could actually just play Dennick here and just like Legend Rule and put the Pious Apparition into our sideboard. And then just so I can cast the Flyer next turn. It's not crazy, honestly. It's unlikely to die because they're playing green-white. Sure, let's do it. So, not ideal use of the card, but I think playing a 3-2 Flyer is pretty good. And then, of course, when creatures go in the graveyard, then I get to make clues and stuff. So, again, ideally, we should draw Jodah. That'd be cool, but ooh. Ouch. All right. That punished my play there pretty hard, but sure. We draw Headquarters, sure. So let's play Dennick. I'll play one of these lands, I think. We'll say go. We can cycle the other one. All right, yeah, that's pretty nasty. Gallic Readers, the old Gallic Readers to populate deck. Yeah, you know, it's rampant. Restoration, sure. Final land. Okay. Untap, and we draw their... They have Melira also. Sure. Make a treasure. I don't like the treasure there. They might have a Trax in their hand they want to cast. We draw Gwenna. Let's cycle Headquarters. And draw... Damn it, Jodah. Come on, buddy. Alright, so we're going to go land. We're going to name Human. We'll play Gwenna. We'll attack for 3. Next turn we have Jodah. And then if we draw any other creature, we can cast it almost immediately. One important thing to note is that Jodah counts things cast from hand, which is a bad beat because when I first had built the deck built, I thought that the Dennick Pious Apparition would cascade for Jodah, which is like insanely good, but it does not, unfortunately. So Restoration will discard a card. If it's a creature, I'll make a clue. What do you got, friend? They can return the briefcase if they want to. That would actually allow them to cast Atraxa from hand if they have briefcase. If they bring the briefcase back. Oh, it goes back tap. Never mind. So they can't use the mana immediately. They're gonna bring back nothing. Wow. So their hand is so good they want to keep both cards. That's not good. Because they could have discarded the... I guess I didn't discard a land, but... Alright. Go on. Tell me more. Here comes Melira. Sure. Take 3. Alright. I mean, I guess. So the Wrath of God Gallic Readers deck is currently making life difficult for us. And actually... Because it's sacred. Why did I get a clue? Sacrifice still goes to the graveyard. I don't know, honestly. If there's any judges in chat want to help me out, I don't know why that didn't work. But sure, here's Jodah. This is very weird. Sacrificing is still a death trigger. And then, just because this died doesn't mean that this didn't die also. They didn't die in a particular order. Last card's Absence too? Jeez. Alright. So there you go. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't get a clue for that invitation, honestly. I truly don't. Make a treasure? How do you make a treasure and not pump this? And a briefcase. Oh, they're trying to draw. No, they can't draw a briefcase either. Alright. We are, I am not going to kill this because I want to kill the Architect, so draw off the clip. We've been double wrath this game and we're like kind of still in it, so we have Dennick. We can't Dennick and Gwenna and a Ganjo, unfortunately. And that Gallic Reader is going to get bigger too. We got to kill the Architect with the Ganjo, so just do this. And say go. We're definitely a dog here. Obviously getting Wrath twice in our all creature deck is not a great thing for us. Alright, so Ganjo. Get a clue. Okay, that one we didn't get a clue because it says whenever a creature card is put into a graveyard, and that was not a creature card going to the graveyard. That one makes sense, but the invitation only killed my Gwenna and my Dennick, so Gwenna did go to the graveyard. So I get that one, for sure. But all right, Cycle Garden, draw Adeline. Adeline plays, I suppose. Doesn't do a ton this turn, but I guess whenever no more creature cards are put in or given from anywhere. So this is not a creature card, it's a token. If it's a creature, I would get it a thing, but because it says creature card. They can draw off the briefcase if they sack all of our treasures. Sure. Alright, draw 3. Wrathy Traxy. Green Sun's Twilight. So X is 5. They reveal 5 cards. They can play a creature and a land. They kind of whiffed. Alright, so no Atraxa there. Another Gallic Readers. Some more triggers. 3 cards in hand still. We draw Thalia. We've got Gwenna. I want to have enough mana to activate Plaza of Heroes. Which we can't play Thalia and Gwenna to do. I think Thalia is kind of relevant here. So, play Gwenna. Move to combat. Tackle both. Adeline, token. Plaza protects Adeline if I want to double block it. Sure. It's cool. And now the question is, do I want to play Thalia and take shields down on Plaza or no? I think I don't. So say go. Leave shields up on Plaza. They're at 7. Restoration again, sure. They obviously have a lot of rats in their decks. This is still pretty scary, but we have the Plaza to help out. They have Farewell too, so there's a lot of rats in this deck. They have by invitation only Depopulate and Farewell. They revealed the Farewell to the it's the Twilight. Alright, so we have gain 2 life treasure. So I can cast Atraxa if they draw it. If they cast an Atraxa, we can't really beat it, honestly, unfortunately. But alright, we draw Loran, which is pretty cool actually. So Loran can kill the restoration. And then we can actually just tap Gwenna for Thalia. So have Plaza up, and then have our Adeline be large. Pretty grindy game here. Just grinding through double Wrath. Alright, we're gonna go for the we're gonna Plaza here, right? We could just let these things die and just get a clue. I guess I get a clue anyway though, right? So they have a Faith Lapse as a response here, it's not really gonna suck, but yeah, we'll do it. Try and protect this. It works. So kill your things, get a clue. Down to 5. They didn't block the 1/1 on 2/2. A little mistake there, I think. Please don't draw another Wrath effect. Cycle Tower, sure. It's a hell of a game. I think we're very much inclined to not Loran here. I think their ceiling of card quality is higher than ours with rats and stuff. Oh my god, they drew a Wrath. Alright. Alright, well I got 2 clues at least. This is very well. Yep. Alright. They're gonna leave. Wow, they're gonna leave the clues in play because they wanted their treasures. I guess that makes sense because they want to draw into they want to draw Atraxa and cast it. That kind of makes sense, but draw a Courtyard. Okay. How about a spell, please? Sure. Alright, we're in. We got some spells. We're now playing through our third Wrath effect of the game. And we're still playing on. Definitely can board, I guess boarding counter spells isn't easy mana-wise. But... sure. More clues it is. Thalia standing tall. We draw Gwenna. And we draw a Ashnod. Sure. Alright, attack for 2. Alright, don't wrath me, friend. Try and close this one out. Lethal on board across 3 creatures, so 1 blocker won't do it. Oh, wow, what a game. Beat 3 Wraths. Holy moly. That was crazy. Alright. Yeah, sounds great. So, we see here, again, we have 2 Otawars and 3 Ganjos, because these are basically spells in our deck. But they're lands also, which is cool, because we don't play a lot of lands. So our courtyards are obviously great. We're going to need human here. We have all of our mana with the 2 courtyards for we can cast Bodyguard, Thalia, etc. More Esper action with the Hive. It's pretty cool. Draw Thicket. Awesome. So Thicket, Thalia. Next turn we can go Katilda plus Hajar. And then we draw some spells here. We can't also Besage this Hive. We'll see if that comes to that or not. Thalia gonna bite it here. Thalia's gonna bite it. Okay. So let's see what we can draw. Plaza of Heroes. That's fine. I mean, we can Hajar. I don't really want to Besage this, honestly, because giving them a land at this stage of the game is kind of rough, but I think I might just have to. So, play Plaza, play the Bodyguard. And, of course, again, these channel lands are just so good in this deck, because obviously we're cost-reducing them, so they cost 1 a lot of the time. So, we'll kill this and give them a land. Not thrilled about this, honestly. They're just going to go, like, land, 5-mana dragon, but we'll see. Give a Ganjo. We have Otawara. We say go. Need to draw Boom Boom. Need to pay off here for sure. Bodyguard by itself is very good. I mean, Watch Wolf with major upside is quite good. For all my boomers out there. Any Watch Wolf fans in the comments? Companion, sure. People love their companions. This card's aggressively mediocre, personally, but there's another land and a wedding announcement, sure. So they got a lot of tokens, unfortunately. And we're gonna draw Jodah, sick draw. Love to see it. Play Courtyard, name human, and if we attack them, I can't block with this anyway. I think Katilda can't block on the backswing. That's fine though. Just attack. Attack. We are going to Katilda. And then we're going to say go. We have a Ganjo up for 1. So we can Ganjo something if we want to. Not that we really have to, but then we have Jodah, and then the Bodyguard protects the Jodah. We need to draw a spell after it, but once Jodah's in play, we start cascading, things get pretty wild. So we're going to invoke Despair. That's fine, honestly. Katilda dies. They draw 2. Whatever. So we're kind of all in on Jodah here, honestly, but they're going to do attack with only 1, and they're going to go for the card draw, actually. So go for the card draw. We're not going to Ganjo here. This is fine. So get a poison. They draw a card. They got 6 cards in hand. We got a Jodah and a Dream here. Unfortunately, we draw a tap land, so we got to play this. We got to choose Otawara or a Ganjo. We have no blue for Otawara anyway, so we will if Jodah lives, I guess. That's true, actually. Yeah, let's do this, sure. Play this. Play Jodah. And we're going to attack. And realistically, I mean, Bodyguard protects Jodah. It is indestructible. It's not hexproof, so if they have an exiling removal spell, that will still work. But and ideally, we untap here and draw literally any legend, cast it, cascade, get the ball rolling, do our thing. No, indestructible, not hexproof. All right, that sucks. Now we're in huge trouble, honestly. They still have a backup removal spell, and they have Wandering. Yeah, they actually have everything here. Alright, yeah, that sucks. A lot of good answers for them in our hand. Kind of just a little slow and didn't really do a ton, so... we just sack this so it doesn't get exiled, and then we'll gain life. And now we are... We draw, like, Jodah into... Yeah, it's not going to do it. Jodah into... something else. We're going to go Melira, go... yeah, there's 1,000 cards in hand.
Strike fast and strike.
Yeah, just way too many good good hits here. Take 3, sure. Oh my! All right, we can go to the next game, right? Yeah, we're gonna go to the next game. They have Red Levy, so all right, yeah, sure, happens. A lot of good cards there. Our hand just kind of didn't line up super well. All right, so I would say that's a pretty good view of the deck, honestly, as far as seeing its potential to be very, very explosive and aggressive. But it can go late too. You can grind a little bit, obviously. I mean, beating 3 Wraths, you probably shouldn't rely on that being the norm, but definitely has a chance to grind and do some things too. And very powerful, really cool stompy deck. If you like humans in modern or old stompy decks, things like that. Really, really cool deck. And deck sweet. So look for more All Is One content as well. You can check out 10 new brews from last week. And yeah, I'm pumped for the new set. You should be too. I'm Jim Davis for CoolStuffInc.com. I got the Pro Tour coming up. I leave tomorrow, actually, Tuesday, for the Pro Tour testing house. I'll be testing with Team Channel Fireball and my Worlds team, Siggy, Ili, and Jakob. And should be a lot of fun. Pro Tour is the February 17th to the 19th. It is Pioneer. It is Draft. It is Paper. It's at Magic 30. Make sure you watch it. And check it out. All right. Thanks for watching, folks. Appreciate it. I'm Jim Davis. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, folks.